Hey everybody, how are you guys? I hope you guys are good. I hope you're having a great day or night no matter where you are. I gotta show you this sunset over here. Do you guys see that sunset? It's so pretty. But I wanted to take a minute and talk about, okay, there's a few things actually, but I want to take a minute and I want to talk about this whole Trump thing. Like, everybody's hating on Trump. Sorry, I voted for him. Like, my husband was showing me this video of this UFC fighter who was a dedicated Trump supporter, and now he's like, no, I'm sorry, I was fooled, blah blah blah. But anyway, so I kind of want to touch on that. And what I want to say, the first thing I want to address is that right now there's so many people that are literally against Trump right now because they're like, food stamps was cut off. There's 42 million people that depend on food stamps. Okay, first let me say, I have received SNAP benefits, so I am 100% grateful for them. However, there are lots of people who can't afford food that are collecting these benefits because they don't want to work or they don't want to spend their money on food, right? Like, there's a lot of ladies who go and get their hair done every week or two. There's a lot of, ladies who go and get their eyelashes done and their nails done, and they're wearing designer jeans and they got designer purses and, that type of lady, that they have all this money to spend on themselves, but they refuse to buy food with that money, that kind of thing. But do you think Donald Trump, though, is like, okay, I'm the one who decides it's yes or no on food stamps, and I'm just going to cut everybody off just because I feel like it? It's not how it works, guys. Not how it works. We know that the president is a puppet. It doesn't matter. Yes, Trump cares more about America, in my opinion, than lots of other people do. And American people, I should say. But it's not about that. If the government wants you to starve, they're going to starve. If the government knows that millions of people depend on them to eat, they have the power at any time to cut that off. And they will do so. And this right here shows you that. It's not a Trump decision, right? It's not up to Donald Trump, whether it happens or not. It's the powers that be. That's who it is. That's who says, okay, we're cutting the people off right now. And look what's happening. People are being crazy. It's crazy. People are threatening to rob people who are coming out of the store with food, break into people's homes to steal food, do all these things. Oh, and by the way, not for nothing, but it's not every parent. It's not like every person just got cut off from food stamps. What they said was, if you are an able-bodied adult and you don't have children under 17, then you have to work at least 80 hours a month to be able to qualify for food stamps. So they're saying they're not taking away from these moms with kids. They're not doing it. That's not how it works. What they're saying is, if you're an able-bodied adult and you're able to work and you are just choosing not to, and you can't work at least 80 hours a month, then you don't qualify for food stamps. And everybody wants to talk about how bad the economy is, how bad the world is, how bad this, that, and the other thing are. But in order to take it from a welfare country like we are, where so many people are dependent on the government, basically, for everything, for rent, for food, for this, for that, that comes at a cost, right? That comes at a cost of other things. Money is relocated there. That comes at a cost for the rest of the people. And that's just what it is. It doesn't matter if Donald's president. It doesn't matter if Barack Obama's president. It doesn't matter if Joe Basement Biden is president. It doesn't matter who is in that puppet position. It doesn't matter who is doing that. It's the people behind pulling the strings that are responsible for all of this. You know what I mean? It's those people who are making these decisions. Okay, and then, like, the next biggest thing I would say is everybody's problem with the Epstein files not being released. I said this from day one, back when this first ever came out with these Epstein. I'm like, the people are never going to see the light of those reports. It's just never going to happen. The Epstein list is never going to come out. Like, I believe that the world, basically, the governmental system, if that list were to truly come out, the whole entire system would break down. The whole entire system would break down because there's so many people from every corner, nook, cranny of the government, and not even just the government, but the whole system, basically. There's so many people from each corner, nook, and cranny of the entire system that the whole thing would just become tumbling down, because the people would know. The people would know the truth, and they're just never going to let that happen. Trump, I'm sure. Listen, I don't know who's on that list, so I'm not gonna say, but no matter who is president, they are never going to let that list come out. It's not going to happen. It doesn't matter. Even if somebody like JFK were to come back in, right? And as honest a person as he was, if he was like, I'm going to get this list released, we're going to know who was on it, we're going to know what's what, they would never let that come out. They would just never let that happen. But as far as saying Trump is the Antichrist from Revelations 13, I believe, that's just crazy, because yes, he was shot, but it says that the person basically was dead, literally dead, and resurrected. That is not what happened to Trump. He wasn't even shot. Luckily, he wasn't shot. It just grazed him, pretty much. But he definitely was not dead, and he was definitely not resurrected. So that's a little far-fetched, I think, in my opinion. But definitely let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I love you guys. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe. Keep asking those hard questions. Keep spreading that light. And I will see you all next time.